So it just dawned on me, y'all, that sometimes information can cloud our ability to trust our intuition. I say that because throughout my whole pregnancy, I've been learning more information about childbirth. I've been reading books. I've actually just picked these two up. This one is Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. I think I read this or read parts of this in my last pregnancy, but that was in 2016. And then I found this book. I've been hearing a lot about this book. Everybody been talking about this one. The First 40 Days. Okay, this is talking about postpartum and how to nourish and support the new mom. Because in this culture, the Western culture, we're so accustomed to a fast-paced life and just pressures and things that in the East or in other parts of the world, they don't make those things a priority in postpartum. They respect it, they honor it, they nourish it, and they care for the mother. I've learned, even though I've been pregnant before, y'all, I am learning in a new light that it's a very open, sensitive time for the mother. And if she's not tended to in a certain way, it can cause certain experiences for her to have, like depression, anxiety, stress, period. Like there's a lot of things that I think that we think is normal because it's so common in this culture, but it's like in other more holistic, natural based societies and communities, that's not normal and that's not common. It's not natural. Okay, the fact that we just carried and created and nourished a child for 10 months in us, that's a whole experience within itself. Then the experience to birth the child is such a spiritual, emotional, mental, physical event that it would be absurd, crazy for us to think that a mother should just bounce back into her typical life activities, tending to the other children, going to the gym, going back to work, doing all of the things that she was taking care of prior to pregnancy or possibly even in pregnancy. It's crazy and it is unhealthy to even expect that from a mother who has just birth. In this book, I'm so excited to read it because, like I said, even though this is my fourth child, it's a different experience. And with each experience, I like to learn and I like to implement new things. But hold on, because now I'm getting sidetracked here. My point in this message was, I was thinking earlier, like, wow, like I'm currently in the month that I will be giving birth with my fourth child. And however, I'm still picking up books from the library about it. I remember when I went in to go pick these up, the librarian was like, oh, this ain't your first time, you got this. I'm like, yeah, it's not my first time. However, I am always open to learn and improve upon the information that I have. But I was thinking, like, sometimes we could get so caught up in information, other people's experience, that we block out, or sometimes we just dismiss the natural instincts of life, of being in this human flesh, of being spirit. Because so many moms I've talked to, all of my mom sister friends, they've said, like, when you get into that birthing experience without any medication, without any intervention, your body naturally turns on the switch of natural instincts. Specifically for birth, you activate and you get in this space that allows nature to do what nature is supposed to do. So at that point, it's like you can learn excuse me, you can learn and look up and read and go on YouTube and get other people's experiences and go and pick up books and whatever. You can find information and get other people's experiences and get facts and all that. But at the end of the day, nature is going to do what nature is going to do. And I believe, because I haven't experienced it at this point, but it's coming. I believe that that's what matters the most. When I am able to surrender to nature, surrender to what it is, surrender to God, the divine orchestration of the whole experience, none of this information for real is going to matter. It's not to say that it's not helpful during pregnancy, or like it's not helpful at all, but it all comes down to our intuition. That's what I believe, that's what I think, that's what I know when it comes to certain aspects. So I'm just going to translate that over into childbirth. So I just wanted to put that out there. Like, sometimes we can look up so much information, especially in this time of technology, social media, and we got internet forums and all of this access online and in books. But sometimes we can ignore our own internal compass, our own spiritual talk, for the sake of what we feel like is someone else's experience, or the facts or the statistics that might come across as more true to the situation. But that's not the case. At the end of the day, our intuition will always be top tier, always beat a textbook, always beat a YouTube clip. It will beat it every time, because it's directly connected to source. It is directly connected to you, and it's directly connected to everything that is. So I'm not saying to not read and not learn and not expand and not learn about other people's perspectives and their experiences and facts that's been proven, because they help us to be able to connect to people. However, don't let your passion, like how I've just caught myself, or your interest in connecting with other people and with other perspectives, make you look at or dismiss or see your intuition or your internal compass as less accurate. So may this help somebody. Let me know in the comments if you have read Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. I've also read her spiritual midwifery book, and then I have another book over here. It's on hypnobirthing, and then I have another book in the house. It's called The Womanly Art of Breastfeeding. So I have about 6 books. I have another one that was gifted from one of my good sisters. It's called something along the lines of The Black Guide to Natural Childbirth, or something like that. It was written by women of color, and it shares their perspective and our ancient traditional practices that are specifically connected to us. So let me know if you have heard about or you have read any of those books throughout your pregnancies, and I'll keep y'all posted. See you on the next vid.